here we are again. I mean, I guess we're just stuck with each other. So let's talk about knives. You're stuck with me, I guess, for a little bit here. Unless you click away, you might be doing yourself maybe a favor. I don't know. It's so crazy around here half the time. And giant mouse. I don't, this is probably a knife I shouldn't review because I'm not that familiar with it. And I had a little discussion with my buddy who owns this knife. And, he ought to have his own channel and do his own reviews. He knows who does what, the history of it, why it's there, and how it turned out, and everything. And then when you go, hey, you ought to be doing these reviews. I mean, you really have a lot of knowledge. And he's going, nah, I don't want to do that stuff. So you leave it to the fools, okay? People who are stupid enough to turn on a camera and start yakking. So there you go. I mean, you just... Giant mouse. Giant mouse. Genzanzo, Jesper Vognez. Collaborate. This is their collaborative deal, okay? They put out these different models. I'm going to stay very vague so I don't get, completely jacked by the people in the comment section that actually know what they're talking about. This looks like the knife that we're reviewing, only it doesn't have the blue anno on it. It's just got the silver stuff. Unless you want to call that blue. It's, I don't know. It's bluish grayish. Something-ish. Come on, baby, really? We got to get junk on here already? See, there was a thing on the backspacer. Yeah, and so this is titanium, and this little titanium deal here. It's a strange knife. It's a liner lock, okay? And these are made in limited editions of, 300 knives or something like that. And they go, people collect these. Each of our designs will be produced very limited quantity before being discontinued. So there you go. You're a GM collector, so you're grabbing these knives. And this particular GM2 was, $325, okay? And so you've got this machine 3D carbon fiber stuff here. And, I was an idiot. I looked at it was in low light when I pulled it out of the box. I'm going to make excuses why I screwed this up. But I pulled it out of the box, and I wasn't paying attention, and I thought, okay, so you got just, what's that, 440C with a G10 scale, liner lock, what's this, probably, maybe $80 knife or something. Well, later, I actually looked into it, and then I talked to Wes, and he goes, no, dude, these are limited edition knives. Made in Maniago, Italy. And lion steel comes to mind. So it's interesting. I mean, it's a Bowler M390. Very sterile blade here. There's just nothing on here, folks. No run number that I can see. And you know what? I think he said there was an actual number, and they put it, oh crap, there it is right there, number 279. See, I didn't get nailed yet. I'd rather be lucky than good. I just remembered off the top of my head. He goes, look underneath, because I'm saying I'm not seeing a number on the numbered edition. Here's your lockup. I'm going to just stumble through this review, and it's pretty good lockup. It's a liner lock. I really noticed, and I don't know if you can see this. Look at how smooth off this is, how polished this thing is around here. This is incredible. It kind of just really stuck out at me when I saw it. How, wow. They really got after that. The backspacer's interesting. It's, it's an integrated with the lanyard hole, big lanyard hole. This 3D machined Carbon fiber is nice. It's not glossy or glassy. So at first, I mean, if you don't look careful, you might think it's G10. Just saying, I'm trying to make excuses why I thought it was. Okay, but it's perfectly centered. Yes, it is, and there's the model number. And there's the issue number again. The numbered edition. So, yeah, milled clip, and it's not a deep carry. Right hand, tip up. Can you go left? No, you can't go left. So there you go. Can you use the cutout hole? Yeah, you can use that instead of flipping it. So however you want to roll with that. What I've noticed is that the detent on here is not necessarily holding it to the point where when it lets go, it's just going to fly open. The detent's not as strong, and I think part of the thinking behind that is because a lot of people are going to open it like that. And so if your detent's way too strong, it's really kind of defeats then the thumb hole thing. So I think it was a balancing act between detent and usable opening strategy here. Yes, it flips open. I mean, all you have to do is just, be assertive. But it's different. And maybe, I didn't really check into. Now let's look together, shall we? Well, here's your dimensions. 3.3 inch blade. It's 4 millimeter thick stock. And so you've got an overall of 8 inches and 4 ounce weight. So that's pretty good. It's saying ball bearings. Well, here. Here's some other models that they've done. So just if you want to go to the Giant Mouse site, and you can check that out. Yeah, ball bearings, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just the detent is not overwhelming, and therefore, well, that's, you know what? You might almost be able to maybe loosen that pivot just a skosh, because there is no blade play there, and it's really tight. No lock rock, and of course, like we said, it's dead centered. So it's interesting. I mean, if you look at this knife, I don't know. I'm just not, personally, from a design standpoint and everything. Ooh, God, now we're, I don't know. I don't want to be hypercritical, but it's just kind of maybe not my style for $325, especially. If it was $325, I'd probably maybe, and on my budget, I got to make choices. So this probably wouldn't be it. Sorry. I mean, it just, at first when I got out of the box, I go, hold on. I got one of those Wii knives. It's the 703 or whatever, G10 handle, and it's like a D2 blade or VG10 blade, something like that. And titanium hardware, and I'm going, oh, so that's that. Yeah, those are like $100, 120. It just kind of seems a little underwhelming to me. But then, I mean, when you think about the materials, no, it should be a no-brainer. You're getting Bowler M390, you're getting sculpted carbon fiber, you're getting titanium. And yeah, you're getting 3.3 inch blade here. You can see your, about 8.5 centimeters, right in that neighborhood. 8 inch overall, yeah, 20 centimeters. Let's see if they got 4 millimeter blade stock like they were saying they did. Well, it looks like it's going to be, because it's about 1.6 inches. Yeah, it's 4 millimeter all day long. Now, how fat? Because this does fill the hand pretty good. That, I have to say that for it. 14.5, which is 5.7. So it's almost 0.6 of an inch fat. So it is pretty thick that way. Okay. Take a look inside. Slab of carbon fiber here. You got your stainless steel engagement for your liner lock, runs the length. Interesting. I mean, I'm not getting any lock stick or anything, which sometimes you can, regardless of what the material is on the liner. But, you know, of course, this is steel coming up against the M390, which shouldn't be a problem, and it's not. And it functions fine. You know, I'm just saying, it's not the dreamiest flipper that I've ever had in my hands in that regard, but then again, it's kind of a dual purpose thing here. So, you see what I'm saying? And maybe you could back that off just a tiny bit, still have no blade play, and loosen those. Although, you know what? I have a feeling this never really got carried and used, and therefore maybe these bearings also loosen up a little bit. And you know, you could put a little bit of dry lube in there, maybe if you're of that persuasion, and that might also make a difference. But you know, I mean, you're looking at me, I fail every once in a while, but mostly it swings. So yeah, not bad. I mean, you got the sculpted clip, and you've got that, and it's a limited edition, and you know, they sell out and then they're done. Okay, let me tell you another thing. It just came into my mind as I'm spewing. Giant mouse tube, blah, blah, blah. But this was so crazy. Is this, hold on. Okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, so I get this box from him with other knives in the mail. So open the box, okay? You open the box. Have you got one of these before? Okay, I'm going, well, you get this in here, okay? You get this, and this kind of wasn't my point, but here it is. You get the card, okay? But this is your outer sanctum. Here's your inner sanctum, okay? So you get a box in a box, right? I mean, how many knives have you ever had where you got a box in a box? Hold on, there's more. It's like a Russian doll, I swear to God. Okay, so you got a pouch in a box in a box. But let's not stop there. Why should we? Okay, so you got a plastic sleeve in a pouch in a box in a box. You know, I think they probably needed some, you know, some more packaging actually. Maybe another sleeve in a pouch in a box in a box in another box. Now I'm just being obnoxious and idiotic, but you know, come on, man. I was just kept peeling the layers back. It's like, this is a blooming onion. I mean, I swear to God, it's where does this end? I mean, I pulled the box out of the box, and then the pouch out of the other box, and then the slip thing out of the pouch out of the box, and where's the knife? Here it is. So I mean, I just thought that was hilarious. I was giving Wes a hard time too. It's like, dude, hey, at least you got some boxes out of the deal. Wow. That's amazing. So limited edition. I'm sure it's all, the books are closed, and this would be a unique buying opportunity. And you know that this little list of knives that I'm doing on this latest run of reviews is, they're for sale. So you know what? It's all good in the neighborhood, folks. Here you go. Opportunity knocks. Yes, it does. Crazy thing, isn't it? And you got giant mouse collectors. I mean, there's a whole deal of them. I mean, they're chasing every model that comes out. And I understand, you know, yes, and I do too. There are certain types of things that I chase too. And it's not these, but, you know, it's others. So I get it. I totally understand. It's all part of knife collecting. It's all part of the hobby, which is a good thing, isn't it? Yeah, that looks more bluish grayish. I still can't make up my mind on that color. You tell me. Doesn't look as blue as the one in the picture, but yeah, that might be at a different light angle with different lighting conditions. So there you go. What can you say? It's all good. It's interesting, that's for sure. And I got through this review at my own pace. Thank you very much. And you know what we do? We love them knives.